Hey everyone, it's Paul Walker from the GH Spoilers YouTube channel. It is a rainy, gloomy Tuesday here in New York, which honestly perfectly matches the mood of today's video. We are diving deep into the absolute online chaos surrounding Nancy Lee Grahn right now. Make sure you hit subscribe and grab a strong cup of coffee, because we need to talk about this social media meltdown immediately. I cannot believe we're doing this again, but here we are. I am sitting here in the dark, typing furiously at my keyboard, because my phone just gave me another notification from Threads, and honestly, my blood pressure simply cannot take it anymore. Am I the only one who feels like they need a giant stress ball every single time they open a social media app and see Nancy Lee Grahn's name trending? I love General Hospital. I really truly do. I've been watching this show since 2015, and I have gone back and watched decades of classic episodes. I have defended Alexis Davis through thick and thin. I defended her through her terrible alcoholism storylines. I defended her through her absolutely atrocious taste in men. And I have always championed her as one of the fiercest legal minds in Port Charles. But Nancy's real life online rage, it is getting downright terrifying, and I am not using that word lightly. It is actually starting to scare the fan base. So let us just jump right into it, because I am bursting at the seams with frustration. Nancy took to her Threads account recently, and guys, she went off. And I mean completely, totally off. She posted this massive threatening manifesto, basically declaring an all-out war on politicians. She wrote, and I quote, "Rest assured, every politician who has been bought will be exposed in the next year or so. Not one of you is safe from facing consequences for your actions." Like, whoa, hold the phone. Since when did Nancy Lee Grahn become the ultimate vigilante of the American political system? I mean, I get being frustrated with the state of the world. We all are. You turn on the news on any given day, and it is a total disaster. But the level of absolute venom in these posts is just exhausting. It feels like she is screaming at us through the screen. And it did not stop there. Because of course it didn't. When does she ever just post one thing and walk away? She followed it up by saying, "In fact, it'll be just good fun as well as therapeutic for all of us who've had to endure your BS. To release our rage because of you and hold you accountable. Your footprint on this earth will be your eternal legacy. Therapeutic. Releasing rage is therapeutic." I am sorry, but reading this is the exact opposite of therapeutic for her fans. It is stressful. It is anxiety-inducing. We watch General Hospital to escape the real world. We watch to see mobsters like Sonny Corinthos make terrible decisions, or to see Valentine Cassadine plot unhinged international prison breaks. We do not watch to be lectured by an actress who seems to be carrying the weight of the entire political divide on her shoulders every single minute of the day. And the absolute craziest part about all of this, the irony that is practically slapping us in the face. Just look at what Alexis Davis is doing on the show right now. While Nancy is online threatening to expose bot politicians and acting like the digital punisher, Alexis is currently playing the supportive, reasonable, calm grandmother figure. She is literally spending her days helping Harrison Chase and Brooklyn Quartermain with an adoption. Yes. Alexis is sitting in the Quartermain mansion, calmly discussing legal strategies to help them adopt baby Phoebe. She is looking into Delilah Wilson's past. She is trying to trace a tattoo to a cult or a human trafficking group to eliminate family contenders for the baby. She is being methodical, calm, and incredibly helpful. The contrast is giving me severe whiplash. How can the woman who plays such a grounded, analytical lawyer on screen be so completely unhinged on social media? I mean, let's really look at this current storyline because it is actually fascinating. Alexis just went to Ava Jerome, of all people, a woman she has famously despised for years, to ask for help identifying Delilah Wilson's tattoo. And Ava actually recognized it. Now, Alexis is comparing notes with Laura Collins and trying to get Ava to look into a list of art galleries found in Delilah's luggage. It is classic, old school, soap opera detective work. It is exactly the kind of storyline that makes me love Alexis Davis as a character. She is using her brain, her connections, and her legal savvy to help Chase and Brooklyn pull off this adoption before they even officially file the paperwork. She is warning them to be careful, telling them to pull strings quietly, and acting as the ultimate voice of reason. But then the director yells, "Cut." Nancy goes back to her dressing room, picks up her smartphone, and unleashes a digital hurricane of political fury. It is so jarring that I can barely process it. Wait, I am getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about her recent scenes with Rick Lansing, because this just proves my point even more. Remember when Alexis and Rick met up at Cafe Cherie to discuss Molly's upcoming book tour? Molly's getting ready to hit the road to promote her new book, and Cody Bell is intending to go with her. Alexis and Rick actually sat down as mature, evolved co-parents to plan a send-off celebration for their daughter. Alexis calmly asked Rick if he was going to have an issue with her plans. They communicated. They were acting like rational adults. Even though Rick is currently wrapped up in this massive, dangerous mess with Sonny Corinthos, holding him at gunpoint over Jen Sidwell's stolen art, Alexis handled him with absolute grace and patience. I watched that scene and thought, wow, what a great character evolution for Alexis. And then I opened Threads, bam, not one of you is safe. It literally feels like I am dealing with two completely different human beings occupying the same space. Because here's the thing, and I know some people are loving this, but personally I am just so over it. I know there is a vocal minority of fans who cheer her on, who reply to her posts with clapping emojis and say, yes, Nancy, tell them, speak truth to power. But for the vast majority of us, the silent majority who just want to enjoy our favorite ABC daytime drama in peace, we are terrified. We are exhausted. We are walking on eggshells. You cannot even mention Nancy's name in a General Hospital Facebook group or forum without a massive, toxic political war breaking out in the comment section within 5 minutes. She has weaponized her platform to the point where her online persona is completely overshadowing her legendary acting career. And that is a massive tragedy. Nancy is a soap opera legend. She has won Emmys. She has delivered some of the most iconic, heartbreaking performances in daytime history. Why is she letting this political rage become her eternal legacy? Speaking of legacy, did you catch that last line in her post? Your footprint on this earth will be your eternal legacy. She is directing that at conservative politicians, but honestly, she needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror. What is her footprint going to be? Is she going to be remembered as the fierce, brilliant Alexis Davis, who fought for justice in Port Charles, who survived Cassadine Island, who battled her inner demons and came out stronger? Or is she going to be remembered as the angry actress who yelled at everyone on the internet during the 2020s? I am genuinely worried for her mental health. It cannot be healthy to carry around this much anger every single day. Not a day goes by that she isn't complaining about the state of the country. The current administration in the White House with the entire Republican Party. It is a relentless, never-ending stream of negativity that just drags everyone down with it. And it is not like the show itself isn't providing enough incredible drama for us to talk about. We have massive, earth-shattering storylines happening right now that Nancy could be promoting and engaging with fans about. We have Jack Brennan lying completely paralyzed in a hospital bed in the GH ICU because Nina Reeves accidentally stabbed him in the back with Drew Kane's experimental medication. We have Ross Cullum menacing people in the hospital and hunting down Rocco Falconeri because he finally figured out that Rocco was the one who shot him on the pier, not Jason. We have Danny and Charlotte Cassadine breaking into Windermere to find dirt on Jen Sidwell, only to get cornered by Cullum in the dark, creepy catacombs. There's so much good, juicy soap opera material happening on screen right now. Why aren't we talking about that? Why isn't Nancy tweeting about how Alexis is going to react when she finds out her nephew Danny is in mortal danger? I mean, seriously, can we talk about what is happening on Spoon Island for a second? Jocelyn Jacks is literally being held hostage in the Windermere sub-basement by Cassius, aka fake Nathan West. She just smashed a wooden chair over his head in a desperate bid for freedom. And she just found out that Anna Devane was held captive in that exact same room back in October 2025. Anna is currently being transferred to a maximum security facility. Emma Scorpio Drake is having a complete emotional breakdown and shattering coffee mugs. And Valentine Cassadine is plotting a crazy international prison break to go to France and save her. Canvas is on fire right now. As a fan, I want to engage with the actors about these storylines. I want to see behind-the-scenes photos of the Windermere sets. I want to hear Nancy's thoughts on how Alexis would legally defend Jason if he ever gets out of that WSB Black site in Jakarta. But no. Instead, I get a daily dose of political doom scrolling courtesy of her social media feeds. So am I the only one who thinks it might be time for her to just put the phone away? Just put it in a drawer? Nancy, turn off the Wi-Fi, go for a walk outside. Focus on the positive things going on in your life right now. You are on the best soap opera on television. You have a beautiful family. You have a legion of fans who have supported you for decades and want nothing but the best for you. Why squander all of that goodwill on online rage that ultimately changes nothing? It would be a start, just a tiny step in the right direction if she took a 1-month hiatus from social media. Just log off, Let the political pundits handle the politics and let the soap stars handle the soaps. Is that really too much to ask from someone whose primary job is to entertain us? But wait, I hear myself right now and I feel a little guilty because I do believe in free speech. I really do. I do believe that actors are human beings with the right to express their opinions just like anyone else. I do not want to be one of those shut up and act people because that is dismissive, rude, and frankly un-American. Nancy is a smart, highly educated woman who cares deeply about the future of this country. I get that. I respect that. But there has to be a balance. You cannot let the darkness of the real world completely consume your public persona. You just can't. It pushes people away. It alienates literally half of your audience. And frankly, it makes it really, really hard for me to watch Alexis Davis on screen without immediately thinking about the angry woman behind the character. It breaks the immersion of the show. I have been watching since 2015. Well, actually way before that. But 2015 was when I really got heavily invested in the online fandom and started talking to other viewers on Twitter and message boards. And I have never, in all my years of watching daytime television, seen a fan base so divided over an actor's real-life behavior. Remember when they tried this kind of hyper-political storyline integration with some other shows a few years ago? Yeah, it didn't work then either. People tune out. They want escapism. Right now, of General Hospital's giving us incredible escapism, we have Ethan Lovett back in town, chomping at the bit to avenge his loved ones against Jen Sidwell, while secretly hiding the fact that he burned a photo of Delilah Wilson. We have Rick Lansing sitting in Sonny's office, casually advising a mob boss to assassinate an international criminal. We have Dante Falconeri plotting to put his own family under armed guard to protect Rocco from a rogue WSB director. It is high-stakes, thrilling, edge-of-your-seat television.